Yes, it's time to get excited, people. It's here, it's done, it's on like Donkey Kong. About bloody time, innit? But never mind that. Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia finally go to battle on April the 20th, live on Does Ryan worldwide. And yes, my handsome self is here to tell you everything you need to know about this colossal matchup. So sit tight, strap in and listen up. Here we go. So yes, we have been waiting quite a while, ain't we? We've been thinking, blimey, is this fight ever going to happen? Come along, people. Then out of nowhere, Floyd Mayweather got involved and all of a sudden Garcia wanted to go down the Rolly route. We said, no, don't do it, Ryan. Pull your lip over your head and swallow, Floyd. Stop interfering. We want Devin Haney. And I don't know why it took Devin so long to sign the contract as well. I mean, he's clearly not busy. Look at him. He's always just standing around somewhere doing naff all. I might stand here now. I quite like standing here as well. Devin? What? Can you come and sign this contract to fight Ryan? Yeah, okay, I'll do it later. I just got to stand here for a bit. I might stand here now. Anyway, but yes, behind the scenes it was all being worked out and brilliant stuff. Finally, here we are. So let's talk about the beef, shall we? The grudge in this grudge match. Well, there's been a bit of back and forth over the years. They first tickled our pickle by meeting in the ring after Garcia destroyed Fonseca. Yes, love it, and the beef continued from then on. Devin felt that Ryan was ducking for a while, basically just using the Haney name as clout. Then Ryan said that Tank Davis beat Devin up in sparring. Yes, it was all getting a bit spicy as both men went on down their separate paths. Haney went on to clean up the lightweight division in spectacular fashion, and Ryan destroyed everyone in his way until the ferocious Tank put a halt to his journey. He returned with a breezy performance back in December, and Haney finished up the year making history, becoming a two-weight world champion against Prograis. Then upon the announcement of this cracking fight, the pair conveniently bumped into each other once again at the Super Bowl.
I tell you, you're gonna feel some fear you ain't felt. No.
Yes, here they go again. A bit of hold me back. What you looking at? It all kicked off. Bill Haney got a bit fiery. Ryan's bouncer wanted all the smoke. A textbook bit of beef there to get us all bang up for it. And, well, blimey, The Rock's put on a bit of weight, ain't he? Bloody hell. Anyway, now interestingly, the pair's feud goes back much further than this. They have a lot more history than just the pro ranks, having fought a whopping 6 times in the amateurs. Haney claims he won all of these bouts, but of course Ryan denies this and insists that he wobbled Haney in one bout, giving him a standing count. But ultimately, 4 of the bouts are on BoxRec, with both men winning 2 apiece. A nicey even split. So it turns out that Haney didn't win them all in the end, and he was talking a load of fluff there actually. Maybe he got a bit confused because he was thinking more about where he was going to stand that day. I think I'll stand here now. I like it here as well. But anyway, back to the pro ranks, and it's fair to say Haney's had more of an emphatic rise in his career, certainly more decorated, picking up every single belt that he's fought for. Many would agree he's also fought the tougher opponents as a whole, seeing off excellent opposition such as Prograis, Kambosos, Linares and Lomachenko. Controversially beating Lomachenko though, I must add, but a win nonetheless. Garcia's best names include Campbell, Tago and Fortuna, but his undefeated record was of course taken away in his hardest test against the very dangerous Tank. It's no disgrace losing to this absolute beast, but we'll have to talk about the way the fight ended in a minute, because Devin has some choice words for Garcia's actions. However, one thing to remember though, yes, he may have been convincingly beaten in that fight, but he was somewhat weight drained by Team Davis, having to come down to 135. He will now have the luxury of fighting at the much more comfortable super lightweight against Haney, so he may be much fresher. But having said this, it's very likely that Haney will still be the bigger man on fight night, because he really is the king of rehydration. For example, he made the 140 limit against Prograis, but then he came in at a whopping 165 pounds on the actual fight night. Bloody hell, 25 pounds heavier. What was he eating? He must have eaten The Rock. So yes, though both men are hard to separate in height and reach, the weight could be an element that plays a factor on the night. We may see Haney as the much bigger man. We shall see. But now what do we expect of both men when they finally step in the ring then? Well, let's have a look, eh? So Garcia seems to have had a bit of a rejuvenation of late, teaming up with Derek James, who brings an old school style of training along with an aggressive approach to fights. Ryan has shown to be the much heavier puncher of the two. Over the course of their careers, he carries some serious speed and power, and that left hook is a thing of beauty. So then, Knowing that Haney has a genius boxing IQ and all of his opponents have had major difficulties trying to outbox him, Garcia may only have one game plan here: to pursue this fight with the sole intentions of knocking Devin out inside the distance. Cause if it does go 12 rounds, he will know, and history tells us that Haney is much more likely to win by decision. It's almost become his trademark. In fairness, Garcia may just be the hardest puncher Devin has ever faced, and he has been wobbled before, famously against Linares, where he was somewhat saved by the bell. It will be interesting to see how he reacts if Garcia's left hook does land on the button. However, the question is, will he actually be able to land it on the button? Cause Haney is lightning fast. He's probably one of the most skilled defensive fighters in the sport today. His sense of where punches are coming from is absolutely top class, which is more than I can say for his bloody dress sense. Look at this, blimey. He looks like a kid who's nicked his dad's wellies, doesn't he? Turn the light on when you're getting dressed, Devin. Salt it out. Bloody hell. Right, where was I? Yes, he may be rather immobile out of the ring. However, in the ring, he is as elusive as can be. A replica to the Mayweather style of hit and don't get hit, and it has been utilised perfectly throughout his whole career. Now he'll be expecting Garcia to be bullish and will know the dangers of his power, but with that exceptional Haney jab, he may be able to keep this fight at his desired range and nullify the chances of that power getting through, something that he did so well in the masterclass against Prograis. He will have no problem going into cruise control and taking the fight the distance. Therefore, it's easy to see him boxing carefully and skillfully, sailing to a regular Haney unanimous decision. However, with the Tank Davis knockout, where many felt Garcia ultimately quit, Haney is now under no illusions that this fight will be a similar story.
And how do you see this fight ending?
We seen Ryan quit before, and I think that this won't be anything different. I think, once you have that quit in you, it's installed in you. You know how to do it, and I think he'll quit on April the 20th.
So yes, it sounds like he smells a bit of blood here, old Devin. Maybe we'll see a bit more aggression than usual, wanting to replicate what Tank did to Ryan. Let's bloody hope so. Anyway, we'd love to see a bit of a war, wouldn't we? So in a nutshell, due to the exceptional form of Haney and his supreme boxing ability, it's difficult to see Ryan being able to get the better of him over the course of 12 rounds. But Ryan will be constantly seeking to destroy. Haney will notice a huge change in the speed of punches compared to the Prograis fight because Garcia is as fast as they come. It will only take one landing flush from Ryan to change the course of the fight, though with Devin's ability, he may just get there first. And if he does, Ryan will have to answer the questions about his heart. We shall see. Yes, so this is an absolute weapon of a fight, so make sure you don't miss it, live on DAZN Worldwide, April the 20th, baby. Get involved. I'll see you double soon. Toodle pip for now, and yes.